Hello, I'm the Brick Bounty Hunter, back with another review video. This time I'm reviewing the Resistance sYwing Starfighter, which is set number 75249. I still got it in the box. Can't really hear all the pieces, but they're in there. So let me go ahead and get it built. And I'm back. There it is. The sYwing is an absolute giant. The greebling in these areas is amazing. You can actually drop the rockets or the grenades, whatever you want to call them. The engine parts are huge. I don't know what you want to call them, but the bars are really long and it's really tedious to build them because it's really repetitive. But it is giant. It took me about an hour and a half, which, even though the ship is bigger, that took less time than it did for me to build the AT-ST Raider, which has slightly few pieces. So I don't know how the math adds up. It's just, it doesn't take too awfully long. It's just a simple building style. Let's go ahead and look at the minifigures. First up, we have Zorii Bliss with dual pistols. These are special pistols, I believe. They might be from like the Western genre, if there is such a thing. Her helmet has amazing detail. In the build video that I'm going to release soon, I even take a few seconds to admire the helmet. It's just amazing. The face underneath is just a standard black one, which I guess it's fine with. It wouldn't make sense to add anything else, considering we don't actually see anything but her eyes, and since this visor part can't come off, it wouldn't make sense. She has some small detail on... well, actually, it's a lot of detail, but some smaller details on her belt and harness, I guess you could call it. The guns are in gunmetal gray. So that's a nice little minifigure. By now you probably own a DO. If you don't, I don't understand how. I now have 2 of them. This DO I'm just going to keep in reserve. The detail is fine. It's just there. Doesn't really move, not anything too big. And this Poe is an exclusive to this set. Nice little bandana and a satchel, whatever you want to call this, a pouch. His pants, I believe, are unique. He has a nice little silver blaster. And he's two-sided, or two-faced, which is the same face and hair that we saw on him in the Advent calendar and his X-Wing. I believe both X-Wings before. The scarf pattern continues on the back, and then we also have what I call the Krennic Trooper. If you know who Krennic is, you'd understand. It's just a cape. It's basically a snow trooper with a cape. Nothing too fancy. It just has a white cape. Which I don't understand why they included him in this set, because we never actually saw the sYwing and the snow trooper in the same scene, so he's just a nice little add-in. And then this mint droid, or mint color droid. Maybe that's an aqua or a turquoise, whatever you want to call it. It has some detail. I believe that's the same patterns as R2-D2's. He is an R5 or R6 droid, meaning he has a flat head after it's sloped. There is no detail on the back, which I believe is the same for all astromech droids, which, when I was building this, whenever I turned him around, I was disappointed by the fact that he had no detail on the back, but then I remembered that's the same for all the astromechs. I don't understand why they don't have detail. I wish LEGO would put some detail on them, but as for now, they're absolutely fine. You can't really see it if you're displaying. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that it wasn't focusing. It has fine detail if you're simply displaying this ship, which I advise you do, because playing wise, that could be a little messy if you drop it. That's an hour and a half's worth of work down the toilet. You just want to be very careful with this ship. It is, I want to say, a foot or longer. On the underside, you can kind of see how the bomb system works. The landing gear folds in. And I really like the snot method, which is studs not on top. That's how come it's smooth here, but where it's supposed to be greebled, it's all the studs are right there, so it's really nice. I gotta give this ship a 10 out of 10. And yep, it still works fine even if you don't have the landing gear down. So you can put it really however you want it. The cockpit piece is printed just like the control panel, which is standard. We also saw it in the AAT set number 75283. So this is the Resistance sYwing. Thank you for watching. I'm the Brick Bounty Hunter, out.